What is up, guys? We are here with the one, the only Geo, and just kidding. We're here with Zamboni. You guys would know him as, but you guys can also see him on the internet as Elliot, right? Elliot, what's the username?
Elliot Sims. Full name
Perfect.
Elliot Simmons, but Elliot Sims was just nice and short. Yep.
Perfect, dude. Perfect.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for having me, man.
Dude, I'm so excited for this. I'm actually excited because this is like this first podcast I'm recording again, for a little while.
Yeah,
it's been a little while since I've done them, so I'm actually really excited to do it again. But I'm really excited to talk with you because we've had this kind of like journey of going to like from Rush to Purple, and in Rush, like we were like role playing a bit, but we weren't like as much as we are now, like now it's like on a daily occurrence, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, dude.
But I do want to find out before any of that, like, how did you like find out about role play? How did you get into role play? All that kind of stuff.
So I was like, I mean, it's like my favorite thing to watch. You know what I mean? And then like a year or 2 years ago, I was like, well, let's just try to get into it, And I wasn't in any whitelisted servers or anything. So like, you would like wake up in the world, and it's like a bunch of like 16-year-olds at Alta, like, and you just get shot immediately, bro. You know what I mean? It's like
it's like GTA Online, basically.
Yes, dude. It was crazy, and with my social media stuff, like something I always wanted to do was stream, and like I feel like I've done improv before, I'm an actor, like so like role play just was such an appealing thing. So I was just like watching for inspiration, and then I stumbled upon your channel actually. And it was a scene where you were on the roof.
Oh, you remember the first scene you saw?
Yes, dude.
That's kind of cool. Oh, cool. Okay.
You were on the roof, right? You're on the roof in the South Side with, I think, Harris, and Clarence was at the hot dog stand, and you were like guiding him. I'm not sure if it was like the first time like Clarence was a part of your group or whatever, but he was being such a freaking like idiot, bro. That character was so funny, and I'm like, I've never seen like this type of role play before. A lot of the stuff I saw, which it was cool and interesting and stuff, was like it's a lot of hangouts, or like I've always stumbled upon streams like where they're in the middle of like one of those long meetings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I never stuck through it, but then I was like, all right, this is crazy. And then that whole day was like a journey, bro. And then I would be at the gym on the treadmill, or in my house on the treadmill. I was watching the shenanigans, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to find a whitelisted server. So I applied to a few, and then Rush was the one I got in.
Yeah.
And I started streaming right away, but then I didn't have a lot of like, I needed time, so I'm still like experimenting, because like I think soonish I'm going to try to get to that. But and then I was like, I'm gonna like be this Italian dude. I'm gonna hand out free sandwiches to people. So I'd hang outside the police station. I'd give them free sandwiches, or I would just be at Legion. I'd be handing people free sandwiches, and because I know your streams, a car rolled up, and it was freaking Jack's voice, dude. I'm like,
you're
fuck,
like, oh
here
shit,
we
it's
go,
Jack,
dude. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, all right, dude. And I go with him, and I'm like, this, and then I kind of like, you guys kind of like, brought me into that shit. I was like, well, this is freaking perfect. And it was just, dude, it's just the RP, like, that type of like vibe that, all you guys brought was so like interesting and fun,
Yeah, I think it was kind of, I mean, you came in at it was kind of like the later end of a lot of the heyday of like the Shadows stuff a little bit, but it was kind of at a good time because there was like a lot of people were kind of getting a little bit burnt out. We wanted like fresh like blood like that, like I get so encouraged when there's like people around who are like newer to RP, or they're just like swinging for the fences and doing some different creative things. And
I think my accent changed.
Up,
My accent changed like 3 times. Like at first,
that's
like,
completely fine. Yeah, a lot of people get scared, by the way. Like they get scared jumping in, and I don't know if you felt that way at all. But,
I did. No, I totally did, bro. It's
nerve-wracking,
Yes, it's like, oh shit, like you kind of just sit in the background while like people are kind of, but I've gotten my confidence, and it's
dude, you're doing great. Yeah, I think it's I remember actually the first time I ran into you, your mic was like set up wrong. I don't know if you remember this or not, but dude, it was like you were talking and it was like so loud.
Dude, I have trauma from that. I'm like, oh fuck, bro. Every time I'm like, dude, hopefully my mic is like fine. I bought a whole new mic too.
No,
like,
no,
you know,
it sounds great.
God.
It was just, but it was like a wrong setting or something.
It was some stupid shit.
And I'm like sitting there thinking, but I could tell through it. I'm like, oh, this guy's like here to like role play, and have a good time.
Yeah.
So I
dude.
think we were in a clown van, and we picked you up, right? I think that happened.
Yes,
like we picked you up, and we like did something. I forget what it was.
I was trying to do some RP, and I was like, it was like a trivia van. I think was Dougie's his name.
Oh, that's what we did. Yeah, we picked you up in the trivia van where we did really deep cut. Yeah, I had Dougie in there, and we were doing really deep
shit,
cut hockey, like the weirdest question.
And that was the moment too where it was like your voice. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. Like, here's Nick, dude. Oh shit.
It was awesome though, man. Because I think that's something that what's really cool is a lot of the people around that I just tend to hang out with. They're always down to role play with new people. And Jack is completely that way. I'm that way. I prefer like finding new people, like
100%.
And yeah, that's actually something I miss about playing on a public server. I don't miss much about playing on a public server, but on a public server, you just run into an influx of new people all the time.
Oh, totally.
And most of the time, it's pretty bad. But a lot of times you get like a little like, there's like somebody in there that's like really, really cool to run into. But
absolutely.
That was one of those moments. I was like, yeah, I remember that moment because the mic was pretty bad. But I also remember because I could tell the role play through it, which is not always easy to do.
Oh, dude, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, that was like, oh shit, dude. And then no, that was crazy. And then the business you were running with the blue and the taco trucks and shit. I remember the day that also I want to talk about like when you guys like we were getting in the grooves, right? And then like I woke up one day and everyone was gone, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, all right, dude. So I tried to do some shit. No one was there, and then
because that was Prodigy, right? Like when we tried Prodigy, or was that
when you tried High Stakes?
Oh, that's when we went to Red Dead for a while.
Yeah. So when I realized that, I'm like, fuck this, bro.
Because I think you were gone for like a little.
I was gone for a week, bro.
Yeah, a week, and then you came back, and everyone was gone.
Everyone was gone, dude. And I was like, oh shit. And that was right when like you let me and Rain into like the.
I felt so bad about that.
Oh no, dude, it was fine. Because then Marlon Prescott was born. I'm like, I'm just gonna follow these guys, bro. And I was like, I'm just gonna get into the server that they're in because like I trust their judgment with RP and like what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And who knows? We run into each other. It works out fine.
I think that was cool because like everyone kind of created new characters in Red Dead, and you really got to see like people. It taught a lot of us like how to come back a little bit to RP. Like because Rush Hour had gotten to a place where it was a lot of cops and robbers, and it was cool. It was really, really cool. And it's like, to be honest with you, for stream, it's better. Like it's better to just be running away from cops all day, and it is what it is. But as a creator, and you probably know this like from like the acting side and like YouTube and that kind of stuff, when you're just like doing that same thing every single day and there's not really a lot of like greater storyline or progression or any of that kind of stuff, I mean, bro, you can only run away from the same cops, rob the same bank, and do different different plans every time,
It was always the same cops too. Like that one dude, oh, I forgot. He's great, but like that one dude's voice whenever he's like chasing us in Rush Hour, like, oh, it's this dude again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's and that's fine. And they probably feel the same way about us, which is like, completely fine. But I think it's I think that's why, changing it up when we did Red Dead or changing it up when we're doing like Purple now. Or whatever.
Dude, Red Dead was great, been good, man. Like especially like with the way that you do your stream, right? It's like you get into these moments where like it's about to be like a killer scene, right? And then you have your setup with like the music and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like being in the city with you in those moments, without I don't have the music or the stuff like that, but you can feel when those scenes are coming, and it really is like a movie, bro. It's like such a sick experience to do that. And High Stakes was fun as hell, dude. Like.
Yeah.
But and then one day that's when we met.
And then one day we were gone.
Yeah, dude. This is where we met. Fucking, I think Jay Swain played.
Jeb. Yeah.
Jeb, bro.
Yep. That was a good scene too. Yeah.
Awesome. It was so good. Like, and then one day I woke up and you're gone, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then
that was like the only server I've left like that. I don't normally like. make a lot of definitive statements about like servers. I'm a very much like I don't burn bridges kind of guy, you know. But that was like when I got reported for like running away from the cops, basically. You got reported too, I think. we all got reported.
It was it was the lasso thing, right?
Yeah. And there was like some parts of it that weren't so good, but I was like, we did something so different and it just got reported. And I just know now I can't do any job without thinking I'm gonna get reported. And
exactly. No,
I think I'm good,
sense,
you know?
dude. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was like, I was kind of just like, I'm good, you know? I'm pretty good. Dude. But the Red Dead stuff was a good reset, like creatively. Unfortunately, Red Dead gets weird. It like gets really weird and it ends up with people just doing like relationship role play and sitting in like Valentine, you know? But
just like
Prodigy was pretty good. High Stakes, even the early moments were really, really good. But
and then when you came back to Rush Hour, I got the keys to the compound, bro. And I was like, for Zamboni, it was a big moment, bro.
Yeah,
it was a big moment, dude. And then
we left.
But I felt it too. No, then I was like, oh, there really isn't much. We tried for a few days, right, to like do something different, you know. And it was like, all right, I feel like, you know, Rush Hour is great, you know. I love that, you know. That was like my first whitelisted server, you know. But it was time, you know, to switch. And then Purple's been insane, dude. Purple's been insane.
I think Rush isn't. It's definitely not like a definitive thing for me that I wouldn't go back to it. I like the vibe of the cops and robber. Like I like that.
Right.
I like the vibe. I talked to Manny like here and there, and he's got a good head on his shoulders for like what he wants to put into the server and that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that I would never go back to that server, but yeah, Purple's been very good, and I think some of that is to do with like the dev work on Purple, but I think mainly it's the characters on there right now.
It is, dude.
That
it's
the
characters.
Good.
Like, and they're all down to role play, dude. Like,
yeah.
So many people, dude. Oscar, I mean, that is one of my favorite days. Oscar the chimpanzee, bro.
That was crazy, dude.
That was crazy, dude. And like, what a freaking day! There's like, it was like last week or something. Every single day was like insane, bro. It was like, oh shit, you know, like this is crazy.
Yeah, this last week and up to today.
Yeah, today was great.
I feel like right now. I feel like I felt when it was like in a really like right at the beginning part of when Rush Hour got really good is what I feel. I feel that same feeling right now with how Purple's going towards for me. Like the server's great. I think definitely the element, like the criminal elements need to come out soon.
Totally.
Just realistically speaking, we can create anything around anything, but there has to be some kind of mechanic there at some point, you know. And I think where it feels like the role play is going is just very storyline focused, and I think that's really cool. Even though it's like kind of episodic, right? We're going like each day will be something kind of different, but each day has been like really like its own story.
Yeah, dude. Cool. And also speaking of Jay Swain and Jeb, the first day we met Jesse, I was like, this is fucking Jay Swain, bro. I just know it. I know it. Did you know? Did you know right away too? Or?
I think I had met his character on Rush before.
Okay.
So I think I did know.
Yeah.
But only because of that, you know. He's very good at voices, you know. He's got some good different voices.
Dude, he's really good, dude. Jeb was so different than Jesse, dude.
I didn't know he was Jeb, that's for sure,
bro. That one day when he was just his character was like real sad, and he was like sitting by the water and just saying that he brought the guitar out. Remember the song?
Oh,
I was just listening to the song, bro.
Oh, that was so funny. It's just like a character in the server. Like basically, if you guys are listening, you didn't see the Red Dead stuff. There was a scene where he had been, I don't know why he was sad, I'll be honest, but
his horse died or some shit. Or like,
the horse died. Yeah.
Horse died or something.
And he's playing a song on the guitar like the character is. And what's funny about it is like there's like a emote where it actually like sings like a song. Like I don't know, like the character does, but he didn't.
It was like, just like a Chris Stapleton voice or something.
Yeah, it's like this crazy voice, dude. I'm like, oh my, wow, Jeb! I didn't realize you had such a good voice. You know, just just so freaking funny. But yeah, I think it's been cool, man. It's been really cool. What are some of your like, I guess across the different servers or different like games now even too? Like, what are some of your kind of favorite moments, or like, is there anything that sticks out to you? You're like, dude, this was like a really cool moment, or I know it's kind of putting you on the spot, but
no, I mean, like, dude, like there is so many. Like, I will say, um, the Oscar day. Honestly, this whole past week, like, this is like, one of the like, oh shit, this is awesome. And it's also what I'm like, all right, I want to get my streaming stuff going too. I streamed for a bit, and like some of my followers were like, dude, this is like fun as hell. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You got to like find the right group, because a lot of them are like, you play Fortnite, you play Fortnite, you play Fortnite. And I'm like,
yeah.
maybe one day, but like right now, like I'm doing this stuff.
Are you doing on the? Are you gonna stream on the tube or what?
I should just do that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That's where all my followers are. I did it on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Oh, TikTok's
But
great. Yeah, TikTok's a
the
great idea.
tube, yeah, I think I might as well. Like, it's, that's where they all are. But no, this past week, and then bro, honestly, like being in the taco suit, like, and like the like, oh dude, like this is when I was streaming, like I did like I streamed for a whole week straight, and I'd be like sitting here.
I didn't even know that. It's so funny. Yeah.
I know, dude. And I'd be sitting here and just like handing out the bags, but like I'm not even looking at chat, bro. I'm literally sweating because like
Because the cops.
I'm so scared, dude. Like, I would be so scared.
Do you get kind of pumped up? Like you get kind of pumped up,
dude. At first, I would like, my heart would be like crazy, dude. Like, I'd be like, holy fucking shit. Like, if I got pulled over, like, I feel like, when the fucking lights are behind you on the highway in real life, and you're like, oh shit. That's how I felt, dude. I'm like, oh god, man.
Dude, I remember the first time I got chased in GTA. I legit had to stop like afterwards and just be like, guys, I gotta take a second because my heart rate is
crazy.
So high right now. Like, I am so stressed right now. I don't know what it did. And like over time, we've gotten like more and more like used to it. But still, even sometimes, like even today, like today we had a scene. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch, if you're listening, we had a scene where we just did parking meters. It's kind of funny right now how like the whole cop to crim situation works on Purple, because it's like the most random things will get the cops to chase you. So we were just like stealing from parking meters, getting like no money at all. And then the cops started chasing us, and I was driving and I was kind of just screwing around. And then all of a sudden the car started smoking, and I was like, oh shit. That's when I got like, oh god, okay. And then that my heart started actually racing during that, because I've been chased a whole bunch.
That's when it happens, that's like those moments. But like, no, that feeling of like, oh, this is crazy. It's a really different type of like content, with RP. It's like, oh, it's so interesting. You can do so much with it, and it's just exciting because like everything's different. You know what I mean? It's like every day is a different day. Oh no, it's great, man. But that's like something I think of all the time. Dude, anytime we do those scenes, like the one time with Sonny, when we did those things, or anytime like we go off or with that the officer's partner in Rush Hour. The officer that was like Gabagouli, who was taking pictures of all of our shit.
Yeah.
When we took his partner, we did that.
Or the scene today with Carnage, or that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Cool. Every single time we do one of those, that shit is like what is keeps me.
I'll be honest. I've been trying to tee you up on some of those like moments. To kind of give you like a moment to like, just like.
Dude, I feel it too.
We've had a lot of those moments, like we've had a lot of those moments, or like kind of gearing up those moments. But I like seeing like how other people like craft them a little bit, and so I've just been like, dude. Hey, all right, Zamboni, what do you think about this one, bro?
Dude,
like,
I can tell, like, here we go.
All right, I guess here we go. That's kind of that's how I like to do it. But
I also love too when like the person you're RPing with also knows the direction that the scene is kind of going, and they play into it, because sometimes you get someone.
Oh, he knew. I mean, yeah,
he knew, dude. And same with freaking what's his name, Poggy. I feel
Poggy
like
was great. Yeah,
he set that up. He set that up pretty cool too. Like, that was really interesting.
I'd met him on another server, but so
I could have sworn today he said. I could have sworn today he said thanks, Elliot, to me, and maybe I'm tweaking, but I'm like, I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Maybe he knew you, bro, not me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro, but yeah, maybe I thought that. I'm just tweaking, bro. I'm gonna
use that as your code name now.
Dude, this is so crazy, bro. No, man, I love it, and I'll be like, so I got to stream too. So I'm like, this is too much good shit's happening, you know.
Yeah.
And then like when I'm in the car, sometimes like I gotta edit a quick video, you know. I just do
Yeah.
everything from this damn studio, you know.
So yeah, talk to me about that, like on the YouTube side of things. I mean, you're gonna have to fill everybody in because they don't know. Let's talk about your channel. Talk about what you've done before, like RP stuff.
Absolutely, dude. So I'm an actor. I went to acting school at University of Illinois Chicago. I was a server at a breakfast restaurant for years. I have an agent. I had an agent after college, but you know, you have to make money. So I was like, I'm serving. I couldn't do anything really. I was turning down auditions. It was kind of like brutal, you know. So then pandemic happened, stuff shut down. Someone told me that you can go viral on TikTok with having 0 followers. And I'm like, all right, bet, you know, like,
you're like deal.
let's just freaking go, dude. So I was like making videos every day, dude. My girlfriend, we were at my parents' house for a lot of the time. My girlfriend, my mom, my cousin, everyone was like, bro, like, get the frick off your phone, dude. Like, nothing. At first, everyone was trying to do it, you know, but then they stopped. But I kept going, bro. I was like, get off your phone, man. Like, just be with us, bro. Like, I'm like, no. I'm like, give me a minute. Like, give me a second. You're gonna thank me later. I promise you. And it took a little longer than but I started doing this series called Mustache or Must Trash, and I would take celebrities who have mustaches, and I would give my totally useless opinion on if I think their mustache is a mustache or it's a must trash. And for some reason, that series format took my views from like 200 a video to like 1,000. I'm like, oh, sweet. The IV's in, man. Now
that jump is like big, like the 200 1,000, like on TikTok, because it's like for some reason a lot of people get like 200 views per video, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? I can't get past this, you know? And then like
exactly, dude. And then I just started doing more, and then I did a carnival series called Exposing Carnival Games, and that was I used to work at a carnival. Well, it's called Santa's Village. It's like an amusement park, but it was so like small. It was like carnival. So I was like exposing some secrets, and those went crazy viral. And then I went from like 30,000 to like 300,000 followers in like 2 months, and then it just kept going. And then I started a series called Black Markets Kids Ran in Their Schools, because one of my followers sent me a story of like, he's like, oh yeah, my school banned vending machines, and now they only sell like, you know, apples out of, you know. And then he's like, so I brought in chips, I sold them, I made $200. I'm like, oh, that's a good story. So I did that went viral, and I was like, oh, this is a whole series. So then I have like 300 parts of that.
That's so cool.
Then I started doing a thing because I was like, I don't really enjoy just telling the stories. Like I was getting like just so burnt out. I'm like, what if I act out? Like I start telling the story, then I act it out, and then go back to telling the story. You know what I mean? So I started like changing that format, and that started doing really well too. So then YouTube, I was like, well, I'm not making any money on here. YouTube has YouTube Shorts. Someone told me if you post at least one short a day for 2 months, you might get no views up until that 2 month, but like at around that 2 month mark, something will happen. And I was like, all right, whatever. But I tried it, dude, and literally it was like 2 months. I was getting no views. I was getting maybe 100 views on every video, and then at that 2 month mark, but I was posting like 3 times a day. 2 month mark, a video got 10 million views, and then it took off, dude. It took off from there, and then I got to a point where I was able to pay my rent and my health insurance and my car insurance, and some groceries here and there. And so I was like, oh, perfect. Like I quit that serving job, and then I can just do content. And then that allowed me to tell my agent that I'm available for auditions. So it was a whole like long game plan on how to get me to like
that's like
do
really,
what I
that's really fucking inspiring though, man. Because I think I mean I've been it's like it's very similar, you know, like in the sense of the time that you put in, and you see it, but no one around you really does, you know, like
dude.
And I think it wasn't necessarily that for me. I had a lot of like my wife's very like when I changed my lifestyle from like sales to this, she was like super, let's do it, you know.
Hell yeah, dude.
But it definitely, I mean, and then there's the times where like you don't really even know if you believe in it, but 100%. You're like, for something, I got to keep pushing, you know. Like,
absolutely,
but
dude.
like I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing right now. But
dude,
let's keep going,
so
you know. And
that is so real, dude.
It just seems to like right around those moments, like if you the moment right when you push past that like thought, it kind of like something big happens, you know?
Shit happens,
And
bro.
that's kind of been my journey as well. I've got a lot to learn on those other things. Like the thing I'm good at is like, and I'm confident in is like live content.
Oh yeah,
The
you're
other
so good at that
stuff,
shit,
the
bro.
other stuff is like still very much learning, very much
Dude,
learning on that end. So it's been good, but
same too. Like, you know, sometimes and then people get bored of my style of content, so I gotta like change it up right now. You know,
yeah,
YouTube's in a down spike right now a little bit, but it's kind of coming up, so it's never ending, dude.
yeah.
How so? You said you were streaming for like 4 years, 5 years. You've been
5, yeah.
streaming,
I've been doing about a little longer than 5 years now. I
so
started.
it's
I
kind of
didn't
like that,
do.
right?
Yeah, I didn't do TikTok. I didn't do nothing like that.
Oh,
Actually,
crazy.
my stream got to like around like 30 views, like 30 average viewers from just Twitch. So,
That's crazy.
like I built most of like the beginning part of my audience. I was playing like Fortnite, and then I was doing like variety, but
Right.
built kind of the beginning like foundational audience just through word of mouth on Twitch for the most part. Like I didn't like there was some YouTube stuff I did. Like I did like a YouTube like streaming tutorial kind of side of things, like talking about some things I was learning. Which that all did really well because it was all YouTube search. Which you probably know about. Like YouTube search is a
Yeah.
really good like piece of it to be in because you can kind of like create a science around it. But
Oh yeah.
I just didn't really like I didn't feel like the streaming tutorial side of things was really like I didn't think it was really building a community. It was just people
Oh
clicking
yeah.
in to learn about something versus not wanting
Right.
to, watch me or be around for live content. And yeah, so I just kind of stopped. But now it's more focusing on, yeah, I guess more the entertainment side of things and trying to like hack that on the other platforms. I stream way
Yeah.
too much, and I shouldn't if I want to be successful on those other platforms.
Well, I
But
mean,
I also just love live content, so that's the hard
no,
part.
dude, but but like the community you have is insane though. Like, and it works so well, and you don't get that with with a lot of streamers, honestly. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
everyone that chats in there is like, you're like with us. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. Like you're there. Like, everyone's fucking role playing. Everyone's playing the game. That's like how it feels. It's insane. So like
yeah,
when you were starting, how many like you were streaming for a bit then, where it was like you had to have felt like, oh, this is rough, or like this is tough, right? Like,
yeah. I learned very early on, which is hard because the other platforms are different. But
yeah,
live streaming you cannot be worried about the numbers of live
right,
streaming. Like your whole energy has to go into the show. Like
right, yeah, true,
everything has to be about how do I create the best show? How do I why like I kind of came up with something early on where I was like, why should people watch you? Why should they stay? And then why would they want to support? You know, like I like it's my job to answer those 3 questions every single day, like without fail. Like now with
yeah,
TikTok or YouTube and stuff like that, like you said, you can have something hit and it can go crazy viral and you can get the followers, you can get all those things. But what's really unique about live content, in my opinion, is that I have had friends who like have millions and millions and millions and millions of like like not viewers but like views or followers on like short form content, but then they go live and they can't get
no,
like
yeah,
10 average, you know?
yeah, yep,
Um and I think it's because, they're just different content, but it's also different skill set.
mm-hmm,
Completely different skill set. And that's why I say like I think I'm better at the live stuff than the other stuff. I can edit, I can do all those kinds of things. I think I can talk in front of the camera, but I just stream too much in order to put my whole heart into the other stuff. So
dude. I mean, screw it. That's why you have Injustice do some editing and stuff like that. Is
yeah,
that?
absolutely, yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that, bro.
that saved my whole shit, dude. I'm gonna be real because there's just times where I get like burnt out. Like not like burnt out like from streaming, but just tired.
Yeah,
Like burnt
yeah,
out is definitely the wrong way to say it. Like I get tired. So
tired. Yeah,
like I never like don't want to go live. Like there's never a time where I'm like, oh God, I have to go live. I'll quit the day that happens. But
yeah.
there is times where I get off stream and I'm like, I can't edit right now. I'm just
No,
so
dude, there's
exhausted. There's
no
no
way.
way. But yeah, so
That's
um,
sick, dude.
but that's kind of that's helped out my schedule a whole bunch. He has been yeah. I mean, I can't say enough how thankful I am because he does it for like a fee that's like nowhere comparable to
Right.
any other editor, and
But
one day.
it's also fun. Like it's you know, we're all playing characters, but it's like a little friend group, dude. It's like a
It
little, it's like
is
fun. And
absolutely.
Jay is he's insane. He's so good at RP too. Like holy
Yeah.
shit, it's so fun being hanging out with those people, dude. And bringing new people in, like we have done recently with the crew, is a blast, bro.
Yeah, it's something I
Like
kind of want to focus on more and more. Is like
yeah,
finding just new characters. I really like bringing Melody in
yeah,
particular because we just haven't had like consistent female characters around.
at all, dude. Yeah,
Um, and I think it's cool. Chat gets kind of weird about it, and I just made it very clear. I was like, dude, just stop, just
yeah,
stop.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's like they get weird about like, is that Nick's girlfriend or is that this and this? And it's like, dude, like
Oh yeah,
I'm
they
trying to
take it
bring something
there.
different for you guys.
Right, right,
Like
right,
not
right.
everybody, but there's like certain people. And you're like, bro, I'm just trying to bring something different, and just don't be weird. Don't be freaking weird.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. No, but she's great, dude. And then oh, who else? Who else? Yeah, Alex is new too. Alex, you know, he just kind of found you, right? Like he.
Yeah, we linked. I forget how we linked up, or he had called me about like roadside repair or something like that.
Oh, right, right,
Yeah,
right,
he's
right, right,
funny.
right.
He was good. But yeah, I think it's good, man. I think we're in a good spot. I think the creativity's flowing, and that's really all that matters,
Oh,
particularly.
totally, dude.
And so it is what
I
it
was
is. But
thinking those people, those what is it? Was it Johnny? Those like NPCs that we go to check to see if they're,
yeah, yeah,
you know, when you were at Rusty today, and I was like clicking on them, a similar notification popped up, but it was blue, but I couldn't do anything with them.
yeah, yeah.
I think those are for the crim professions. Those
Yeah,
guys.
I think there might even be like crim side of things already in. I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think purple is going to be the type of server to be like, hey, you guys can rob banks now. I think
Right, right, right,
purple's
right,
going to be
right,
the
right.
type of server where it's like they might say like, hey, there's some new things about but I don't think they're going to be like, hey, you can go rob Fleeka banks now, and here's
Yeah.
how you do it. Um, yeah, so I think there's probably some elements out there. It'd be cool to see like how the crew starts to unravel some of the different stuff, but. Yeah, man. I think it's good. The creativity's flowing. Like I say, bro, that's really for me. As long as that's going, and it's not just about mechanics, I'm in, bro.
Oh,
I'm in
same,
for
dude. Same, same.
yeah. Because the moment it comes about mechanics, it just gets real boring and yeah,
Yeah,
stagnant.
dude. I can't imagine like those days are necessary too, you know. But that's why like the moving your stuff days, you know, from the cave
Yeah,
or
that makes sense. But
that's
yeah,
just the way it is. But then you balance it out with like you know, some crazy stuff, you know.
yeah. So,
It's fun.
have you played any other characters yet, or has it mainly been other
I
than Red
had
Dead stuff?
no, dude. It's just been Dino Zamboni, and then and Marlon Prescott. I've been thinking about doing some other characters, but I mean, purple's the place to do it for sure. But I got to land on a concept or an idea
Yeah.
of what I'm gonna do. You know,
It's funny because I talked to like some of my actor friends, and I'm like, dude, you would love role play, like especially if they're into any improv and stuff. Like,
bro, it's yeah,
it's really. But the hard thing is, it's kind of it's an addicting like kind of monster, and
it
so
is,
like
man. It
it's
really
dangerous.
true. It is dangerous as hell, bro. It is dangerous as hell, and I'm lucky that you know I wake up hella early to like get my steps in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And film my videos. So I have a routine. I get up, you know, I go for a walk, or I do like a little I have a little walking pad in here, and then brainstorm, um, film out my videos, and then I offer my social media skills to this company for health insurance. So I kind of like I
Ooh,
did a little life hack. I'm like, well, I don't have any. I got to pay for this crazy expensive health insurance stuff like that. So I was like, you know, I'll run your YouTube for you know
that's so smart.
a miniature, more stable salary, and then health insurance. So I do it all from here as well, and then I hop on and on some downtime, I'll do a little, you know, editing, and then I edit later after. I always say after stream. I'm not streaming. It's just like I mean your stream. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just fun to do. But it is addicting, bro. Like, and I've gotten some moments like when I'm like out in the world and like I see a cop. It's a different type of like worry now, you know, or like I'll like be like talking to my girlfriend, and I'll be touch like my thumb will twitch. Um, to go for like the mouse touch the fucking talk button, bro. And I'm like,
Are
what is
you?
happening
There's
to
no
me?
way, dude.
Yes,
okay.
dude.
I have
Yeah,
never
it's crazy.
ever heard that one. That one's
I
insane.
swear to God, bro. I
You're
swear to
saying
God,
you're trying to
dude.
push to you're trying to push
Yeah,
to
so
talk
like
while you're
I'll be
gone.
talking, like, and I'll be like, you know what, like it'll just like twitch. It'll just twitch, bro. It's insane.
I wonder if that's ever happened. I just haven't noticed because
There's so many
is
things.
crazy.
There's so many things, bro.
I remember the first time I stopped doing role play was because I like had this realization, and it still is that way. But I was like, I know this city better than my own, like, you know, like area.
Dude.
You know, I know this video game city better than my own, like, actual, like, where I live, dude. I'm like,
yes,
it's so
that
bad,
is
you know.
crazy.
And it like scared me for a moment. I was like, I'm just gonna play some other stuff for a while, you know.
Yeah, smart, dude. And or like I'll never rob a store actually.
Okay,
But like
that's good.
yeah, right. I've decided that, but like and it's not a want to rob a store, but it's like it's like
that sounds like it might be actually. Hold on
like
here.
like so if I'm in a 7-Eleven, like I was in I watched my 7-Eleven the other day, and like it's almost like that muscle memory that's not actually muscle memory. It's like, but like something inside of me it's not like, but like, I feel like my body wants to do the run and hammer smash on the cash register. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that. I don't know. That it's not. I don't want to say urge, but it's like that muscle memory, like a little twitch to do that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You start looking at ATMs a little differently. You're like,
absolutely.
Could I rip that thing off the wall? Could I, drill into it? Or how would this work?
But also on the other end too, like I'll start, like if I'm talking to people, I just met people, and I know you like role playing in real life is just living, right? But I'll start like making things interesting, or like getting into like different stuff with people, because I'm like, that'll be good. That'll be fun. Art
good
role
scene,
play.
you know?
That's a good scene, dude. Like,
it's
but
like,
that's exciting, because it's like it's real life then when you're doing that. It's
that's better. That's probably better. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of funny you say that though. It really is, and a lot of people who haven't like played it, that's one thing I tell people. I'm like, man, if you're playing and not like creating any content around it, you gotta be careful, dude, because like it can really. It's like an MMO,
Totally.
or like it's like WoW back in the day, or like
I used to play World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's like people would just get, that would be everything, and you got to keep going, you got to keep progressing, and it kind of gets, it gets really like addicting.
You got to keep moving. You got to keep doing it.
And that is the hard part. And I think when you're not creating content, you start to sit there and you're like, dude, how long am I sitting here dealing with this, this whole thing? And it's just kind of hard. So on the streaming side of things, what are you thinking about that? Like, how you been feeling about streaming?
So
like,
what I'm thinking is, so if I got a bunch of hats back here. And I got like a little prop basket. I got some wigs and shit. And there's a piano. I never play it. It's like a storage. It's not a storage, but it's like all my shit. For all of my like different like media ventures. But what I'm trying to do is I want to get like a little. I want this to be retractable green screen. This thing. And then have behind it like this little corner be like kind of like your corner is like you got shit back there, right? So I might get like a little like wallpaper type thing. Maybe I got this YouTube neon light I want to hang up. I should hang up my plaques.
The plaques definitely got to go up.
You got to hang them up, bro.
Bro, if I had a plaque, that'd be up. That'd be crazy. That'd be like that'd be all you could see, honestly.
I propped this one up like a few days ago. It was just sitting under my desk. I'm like, what am I doing, bro? Like, what am I actually doing?
It's got to be out for real.
It's got to be up. I need to so that's my first step. Not my first step. But I want to get like I'm trying to learn like the different ways to efficiently stream the way I want to, right? Like you need a stream deck for like the music, right? Or like when you like go to put the music on, like for some reason, like
I always use my mouse personally, but I just
But does your other screen go mute when you move your mouse to a different?
Oh, you can change that setting in 5M. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And then like you don't have to you don't have to like press the Windows key to move your mouse. You know what I mean?
Alt tab.
Out of
Alt tab will help you out with that.
That's dude. That's a game changer. Dude. Okay, that's fucking great. That's the first step, dude. That's the first step. But I want to be able to like do those.
Nick's tech support happening live.
Dude, please, no. Honestly, no, this is great. Alt tab is one. Okay, and then setting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
here's
that's
what I say about
do.
streaming, bro. Like, I appreciate you want to set up like a background, all that kind of stuff, right? You just gotta hit the go live button.
Yeah, true.
I'm be real. That stuff will come, bro. Like, all that shit will come. You know, if you want to set up a background, awesome, do your thing. You know, but reality is, man, like, the hardest thing with streaming is to hit the go live button and be like, what the hell do I do? You know, and so once you get that time at like a lot of people don't talk about that with live streaming,
right?
They talk about how to get big on TikTok, how to do that. You got to post on other platforms. Yeah, that stuff's all important. But the problem is, like, people need time to learn how to like live broadcast. And a lot of times they're worried about the details versus just like,
that's it, man. Yeah, it's like, know? There's so many things.
Daunting,
it's like, I need to get like a sound effect for, like, you know, when people, whatever, like,
I can help you out with all that stuff, by the way. So it's not hard at all once you like dive into it. But
that's what is stopping me, I think. But yeah, I think you're right. It's just like, you know, it's the thing with the, you know, TikTok or YouTube. You just gotta like start.
Yeah, you probably know that. Like, I'm probably the same way with like shorts and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like TikTok, I was like, I'm not gonna make a TikTok for the longest time when I totally should have. And then that's the only thing that's helped me like get to where I'm at like right now. Like, there's so many people that would have never found me if I didn't start doing TikTok.
Yeah, dude.
And now I'm kind of like taking that same mentality with like YouTube Shorts and like Instagram and stuff like that. And so I'm trying to figure those things out. But yeah, I think that, you know, in the same way I need to hear that about like those platforms. Like, yeah, it's just, you got to just.
Oh, totally, dude. And your videos too are like, dude, they're so like you set it up so well too, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like a fun little thing.
Yeah.
And then it's a great way for people to like come and see your you know, go to your Twitch. But you're doing YouTube Shorts, right? You said?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing them a little more. I think we're gonna start putting a little bit more effort into the like short form stuff. A lot of it's been like clips lately. A little bit more like talking head and, you know, kind of like more, just a little bit more different stuff.
Right. Just different shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a little bit more lifestyle stuff. The hard thing is like I just stream so much that when I'm off stream, I'm kind of like,
get it.
Yeah, I kind of just want to hang out with my family and you know. That's been big for me right now.
Winston, like, yeah, dude.
I mean, there was a long time where I streamed like every day, and I like spent all my night editing, and then I spent, you know, every single day was just that or planning the next stream.
Yeah.
But like for like a good like year or so, I just didn't like, just wasn't really present, you know, like in life, and that sucked, man. I don't ever want to do it again.
I've been there, bro. I've totally been there. You get obsessed with this stuff, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know,
it requires some of that though too. Like it does. It
totally does. It's like a sacrifice. It's like a sacrifice, you know. But right now, a fun thing about YouTube Shorts right now, dude. For some reason, they are favoring like small channels. So like, you know,
good. I got a small channel. Hell yeah.
Shit, dude. You just hit 2,000. Now you just hit 2,000.
Yeah, we hit 2,000. So yeah,
dude.
Scratch and clawing, bro. I tell everybody, yeah, I'm on the way to 1 million. You know, slowly, very, very slowly.
You are though. You are though, dude. No, yeah, dude, they're like, one's gonna hit, bro. It's totally gonna freaking hit, which is good.
Yeah, it just takes time. But also, like, I know that the effort, it just requires the effort to put into it, you know, and we're putting effort into it, but we definitely are starting to like craft it a little bit more towards like watch time. We're starting to think about some of those things versus just like, here's a clip. You know?
Yeah, dude. Your Twitch is still like, is it like taking off? Like, is it like, you know, consistently growing, right?
Yeah,
like
it's well, in terms of like viewership and stuff like that, it goes up and down all the time. But one thing I'm like just like amazed by is the consistency of like, even when I switch things up, like a lot of times when you switch up to another server, you just lose like everything. Right. You know, like a lot of people do. But dude, it's just so many people. Even if I play a different game or something like that, they're there for it, and that
dude, they're ride or die, man.
That
yeah, they are ride or die.
I kind of I do attribute that to like not starting on RP personally, and just taking the time to learn how to broadcast other stuff was definitely a part of it that I think really helped out like with that, because it takes time to learn how to like RP. I'll be honest with you, it's a little bit draining, like in terms of like the amount of creativity you have to expend. But it's so much easier to stream than variety or any of that kind of stuff because the game carries. Like the
Oh,
game,
true.
like there is
Yeah.
nothing more multiplayer. Honestly, there's nothing really more interesting than being able to go into a server and just talk to some random person that you walk up to. Like there's no way to get around that. And I understand that, and I understand that like that's why I don't get like kind of butthurt if somebody doesn't want to watch me when when I'm not doing like role play. It's just a different type of content, and I know not only do like streamers and players get addicted to RP, but viewers do too.
Oh,
And
100%.
yeah,
That's how I do it. I mean, I like I said, I played it, and then like when you watch good RP, it's like, oh shit, dude. It's like you really it's an addiction, dude. Like I said, I mean, I also I give credit to your stream for getting my ass to the gym, and I swear to God, because I was like, I was like, I need to walk more, dude. Like I need to get out of my house because
yeah.
I work from like when I started working from here, I was like, one day, bro, I was like, I was editing, I was doing a bunch of shit, and then I was like, oh, okay, and then for some reason I checked my steps, bro, and it was abysmal. It was like 10 p.m. and it was like 120 steps,
Yeah,
bro,
they're
and I
like,
was
you
like,
stepped to the bathroom and
yeah,
to
literally
the
one
fridge, and
time,
yeah.
dude. And I was like, all right, man, we gotta get these mornings back. But then your stream, dude, I was like, you forget you're walking, dude, when like you're watching freaking like Chris and a Chase and like you guys do crazy shit. It was like I would just be like I would forget I'm on the treadmill and it would be
Yeah.
like an hour and a half or 2 hours into your stream, dude. It was insane. So it really is. Yeah, the addiction is definitely real
So you're
for the
saying that it's a
viewership.
good workout plan.
It's a fantastic workout plan, dude.
Watching
It
the
really
stream is a
is.
good, you hear that here first, folks. All right. It's a great workout plan.
Yes, dude. And then now in the mornings, what I'll do is like if I know that we had a crazy like scene, I'll on my walk, you know, I might not even watch it, but I'll like try to find the moment where we had that crazy scene,
Oh
and I
yeah,
just like
I've
listen to that
watched
shit
back
on the walk.
crazy scenes for sure, like on other people's streams.
Dude, so fun, bro.
It's a good
It's
way.
such a
It's
fun
kind of
thing.
like, I'll be honest with you, that's kind of like studying film a little bit, because
Uh-huh.
you'll like go back on it and you'll look at something. Like I do it a lot of times during conflict scenes,
Uh-huh.
just to see like how it played from someone else's point of view is really cool, because I could be like, shoot, I just came off like a complete asshole,
Right.
and you know, and I need to kind of like give more options for. That's why like options are a big thing for me. I learned that because I watched back someone's thing and it was just like, all right, you're gonna die, you know, and you're
Yeah.
like, it's just not really fair to the other player. Like, there's just no decision or no way out. And so I was like, that's why, like, even today with Carnage, I'm like, yeah, you can do this and you'll be fine, you know, or you can do that. And I've done that a couple times on Purple as well. But yeah, you watch it back and you see like maybe you thought it was great, and you watch it back, you're like, oh, wasn't that as
And I
great?
see that they were like obviously giving me something, you know, or improv is called giving your scene
Yep.
partner a gift. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And like you know, like I totally freaking missed that. Or like you said, you know, like the yes and, but I just completely said no to their like where they were heading in that, and
Yeah.
that's like oh shit, you know. So it really is. It's like a great way to kind of like you know fine tune it, and you really just got to be like fluid with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Has
love watching it.
RP made you like think about acting in any different ways or anything?
Fantastic. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Like it really has. You know, with film, it's like everything is so like close together. You know, it's so like small. Like I went to theater school, and you learn about theater and like studying and like getting the 9 questions for your character and like getting really deep into it and shit like that. And then I graduated and I auditioned for some of the TV shows here, and I never, you know, nothing. And then they stopped calling me in. And then took an acting class at the Acting Studio Chicago, and this one teacher taught me like he's like just the lines on the script, say those lines as you yourself would say them under those circumstances. You know what I mean? So it's like really small. And then with improv, I mean with the RP, um, we're doing those scenes and we're just talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm talking like this. You know, I'm doing the Zamboni voice, but it's still so close. You know what I mean? Especially me now. I don't want to
Mm.
yell in the freaking mic, dude. You know what I mean? But it really does. It kind of like and like when you called me right after your stream today, dude, right after we got off, I was still talking like this, dude. I couldn't get out of that. But
Yeah, yeah.
regardless of that, bro, like it teaches you to like kind of be in. And I don't know, but I've been doing ever since I've done RP. Uh, I booked my first TV show gig. You know what I mean?
Really? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, dude. Maybe it's because of the RP. Who knows, bro? But maybe not. But whatever.
Can you talk
Yeah,
about it
dude.
at
My
all? Is there
first.
any like what?
Yes. So it's on MGM Plus, which no one has.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. No, it's cool.
it's Emperor of Ocean Park. Forrest Whitaker's in it. I'm in
I mean, that's
episode.
still big. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm in episode 6. I play Ronnie, the lot attendant.
Perfect.
And I help the main character like look for this car that he's trying to steal something out of. It's like a nice, like, nice little chunky scene,
Yeah,
which is
that's a
freaking,
huge deal though. Like a lot of people don't realize that. Like, because my friend
bro.
he got a part in Yellowstone, and he was like
Nice.
he was kind of similar actually. It was like a valet, like a attendant, but he got like a scene
huge.
with the main character, and I think I don't know if that put him over the line for like the SAG stuff or
SAG,
whatever.
yep,
but
that'll do it. Yeah.
but yeah, it was definitely those. It's kind of funny because people are like, oh, like they'll be like, oh, I don't have MGM Play, like you said, or whatever. That you kind of like. Even yourself, you try to like maybe belittle it a little bit, but those are
Right.
really big like stepping stones to like some of those other deals.
It's
I'm sure.
crazy, dude. And like that same casting director is she cast the bear.
Ooh, I love that show.
Dude, so
I
good.
love
I
it.
had an audition. I had an audition for. I was almost on in season 2 for this one of the episodes. So,
Oh,
like,
that'd have been so cool. I've been
dude,
so stoked.
you get so
like,
close. And then that same casting director cast me in the most recent commercial I did, which is a Bell's Oberon Ale. You ever hear that beer? It's like a beer commercial. It's a fun little beer. So I just did that. But yeah, dude, it's stepping stones, bro. But and that's also why I liked RP too, because it's just like it's acting, you're in character, it's fun, you feel
it's writing as well, right? Like it's kind of
it
like
is, yeah.
you're writing the scene, and
Yeah,
I think that for me, it's gotten more. Gotten more interested in that like acting role, or even like movies and those kinds of things. I've always been like into movies, but
right,
I think that's it's gotten me more and more interested in that world. My brother's like
dude.
trying to be a director and go down that route, making like short films
Hell
and
yeah,
all that kind of
dude.
stuff. And dude, it's so much fun to talk to him about that kind of stuff, because he's like, dude, you write these like scenes every single
You would be
day,
a great actor, dude.
and like all that kind of
You'd
stuff,
be
which is fun.
amazing. Yeah,
But
bro, you should honestly, dude, bro. I mean, you ever
I
dabble
would
in
do it. It's just I would go after that kind of stuff, but dude, that's such a hard world, bro. That is like, dude,
it is hard.
That
It is
world,
hard.
I can't imagine that world, But yeah,
bro,
I think
rough.
it's creatively speaking, like one thing I don't like about live streaming, which I don't normally talk about things I don't like because there's not
Oh,
a lot. But one thing I don't like
right.
about live streaming is that the moment's there and then the moment's gone.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't build something, like it's very hard to build something that is like a movie, right? Like where like somebody can grab onto it and they're like, oh my God, this is like, I can watch this over and over again, or something of that sort. And personally, like I really like long to do something like that, like where
Right.
it's something that I can look back on the rest of my life and be like, damn, that's sick, And so
Yeah,
like moments
dude,
like that,
yeah.
bro, like being in anything like that is something you will always be able to look back on and be like, that's freaking sick, dude.
That's
It's cool.
crazy shit. It's crazy shit, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So you did so you're kind of booking some stuff after RP, bro. Look at that. I mean, it's like that's good shit,
Yeah,
dude.
it was the flexibility of my current lifestyle is ideal. It's
Yeah.
just ideal, bro. And with RP, I'm not streaming yet, but like you gotta, be aware of that. Make sure I have to be like, make sure I get out of the house before I hop in. You know what I mean? I gotta I gotta make sure I get my videos done too.
Yeah.
But then when you're in it, bro, it's so fun. That's why I'm like, I need to share this with my subscribers, my followers, dude, because it's just I enjoy it so much, dude, and the creating, and I want them to see like these scenes that we're all like creating and like putting together, bro.
Yeah, I think it's it's one of those things. Like I understand the idea of like, oh, my content's different than this, and do I stream here? Do I stream there? And I get that like jumble, you know.
Right.
But yeah, man, I think you're good at it, bro. So why not? You know, and
I
why
think
not?
that,
Like
yeah,
for me, it's you're good at it, but also you understand content, you know, and so
Yes, yeah.
you'll do great. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's just like, pulling the trigger, like people do overthink things, and I overthink some shit, and but then you remember, like, when we first started, I wasn't really overthinking it. I was just throwing shit at the wall, and then when something started sticking, that's when I started, but like,
Wasn't that like kind of a fun time though? Like
that was great.
I kind of miss that time a little bit where I was like, man, I could just like swing for the fences, because now like you start to think about brands or oh well, that brand might not be interested in working with me again if I'm not doing so well. And then I like found
Right,
myself
dude.
thinking like that recently. I was like, shit, okay, if I don't do well, then that brand might not like work with me again, or this and that. And I'm like, hold on, this is not their sandbox. All right, this is not their sandbox. This isn't anyone else's. This is like my place to create, and whatever it ends up being, and however big that ends up being or small that ends up being, like as long as like I can wake up every day and like want to do it, I'm in. And like I said, brother, yeah, the moment that changes, I'm out. I'm to the next thing.
You do always say that. Yeah, you do always say that.
Well, it's just because like
why do shit you don't want to do?
It's like a specific space where it's like you just can't do this. Like you can't fake not being happy on stream, bro. Like there's so many people that like they think they're faking it, but they're just not. Everyone knows it, like the moment that you're over it, bro, your viewers know, everyone else around you knows, and
it's miserable.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can do it on a YouTube video. Like you can fake that all day on a YouTube video.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
But like it'll get seen like eventually. But like when it's 8 hours of live content, I mean, at some point, bro, people are gonna know. So
that's crazy, dude.
Wow. Yeah, man. So, well, I appreciate you coming on here, man. I want you to make sure you like shout all your stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So any of the peeps can follow you.
Thanks. Thank you, man, for having me. For Wombat's fan base. I appreciate you for the Chatterbox. It's Zamboni. It's not Geo.
It's not Geo.
No, it's not fucking Geo. I appreciate that. It's kind of been dying down. I miss Geo, by the way. I do.
I think he's about to get into purple, but I don't know if he's gonna play Geo. But yeah.
Jesus.
You're like, thank God.
Yeah, thank God, bro. If he comes in as Geo, dude, it's gonna be a war. I swear to God, Zamboni's killing him the first day he gets there. I swear to God. Geo's dead. Geo's fucking dead, I swear. But yeah, no, Elliot Sims on YouTube.
2 M's, yeah.
SIMMS. Elliot Simmons on the Twitch. If you want to, I'm gonna be throwing some stuff up there, and if you want to join me, feel free. And Elliot Sims on TikTok as well.
Perfect. And I'll link it all down below as well, so you guys can click those links. But yeah, dude, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for rocking, even just like creating with me and doing all that kind of stuff, dude. Bro, so I appreciate you.
It's been a blast, bro. It's been a blast, and I'll see you in there tomorrow too.
It's just gonna get better, bro. It's just gonna get better.
It's gonna get better, bro.
All right, Chatterbox, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. All right. Bye.